Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22, Season 2 here. God, sometimes this game is just absolutely stunning, isn't it? How's that for a sunrise? Well, it is 7 in the morning here on the 5th day of November. The corn, well, if we check... Sometimes the map isn't the easiest to get around. As you can see, the corn is completely taken off. We've got beans to start taking off. Pretty much this field. We'll see with this one. And then we got to see what happens when we hit December. But I have a feeling this first field here is going to take a while. So with this guy, we're going to have to set up ourselves another pretty awesome, cool... Oh yeah, we got to get rid of that one. Clear current one. We're going to create a job. We're going to do a new field. This big field right here. We're going to open this. It's I haven't used this one yet, so we're going to cut the header down just a little bit so it makes sure it doesn't lose too much here. We're going to do 3 headlands worth. We're going to do sharp headland. All this stuff looks good. We're going to generate it. Lots and lots of passes. They want us to start here. So what I will usually do is head over towards that direction. And there's another really cool feature that I found on Courseplay. And that's if I have a... Oh, there's quite the dip there. If I have a trailer nearby, and maybe I'll get a chance to show you guys this, but I have a trailer nearby. This combine, when it gets full, will come find said trailer, and it will unload into it. It's actually really, really nifty. So we'll start getting them going along here. And we'll hit Control H. It'll hire our super cool worker. He's probably going to have fun with all the dips and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, we'll see how quickly this fills up. Today looks good weather-wise. I was looking at that. That's why I was over here. Weather looks good today, so we're going to have a full day of combining soybeans. There is a chance of rain at some point. I don't know if it's overnight or something like that, but we'll see what happens, and then the snow's supposed to come in. The snow might make things difficult, so hopefully we don't have to deal with that. If you look at our money total, remember how I said I wanted to get close to 300,000? Well, it turns out that we were close to 300,000 on just corn. I ended up spending about 40-some thousand getting our green John Deere, our 8RX there, now repaired up because I had been putting off repairing that one because I didn't have the cash for it. But it is all repaired up, good to go now, and not a worry in the world anymore. This is how he does his square corners. He kind of does a weird, almost like a jog like that. It missed a tiny little bit right there. But he's going to keep going around. We've got a whole bunch of corn stalks to mulch up at some point here. I just have to get around to doing it. Technically, I guess I have a tractor available now. Put some of the equipment away, so I might get the mulcher going. In fact, well, do we have a mulcher? That's another question. I don't remember if I bought one or not. I thought I did. I think it's sitting right here, isn't it? Yeah, right there. Alright. So this tractor is going to be perfect for this. We're going to go through... We're going to start mulching fields. Get those lights going. Actually, this guy could use some fuel. Put some DEF fluid in it. I don't know how much is in that tank. I bought a second tank because I didn't realize I had the first one. I know, it was real smart of me to do. Having this tank here for filling is really nice. And it's not a big deal to just buy it off the tank and fill her up, basically. Although, okay, that's how much I have. Oh good, we're going to have like 1,000 units. 1,000 liters of it still. Perfect. This tractor will be kind of nice on the mulcher too, just because of the tracked feature of it. But can we squeeze ourselves in there to get it without running into anything else? Kind of looks like it. There we go. Should be all hooked up. Should be able to lift it up. There we go. Just like that, we're ready to go, right? So we might as well start out on our field right here. It's nice and close to us. If it'll let us do that, it should. Oh, that's not the right one I want to do. So we want to go here. It may end up mulching all the grass too. Yeah, I think it's going to end up mulching everything. I'm starting to think I might just turn this into one giant field for future use, and I might get some hay somewhere else. I honestly thought about doing this for cutting hay just because it's a nice long strip. It's a little further away from stuff, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. It's either that or we have to buy some more land or something, and I don't know if I want to do that. We're going to cut her down to 19 feet. All this stuff looks good. Let's generate it. Uh-oh. It might error out. I have crashed the game doing this before. Let's hope we don't crash the game. Oh, there we go. It ran. Hopefully the recording kept going, right? Yeah, so see how it wants to start way up there? Or go across all that stuff? Where is my starting point? Starting point is way over there. I see it now. Yeah, it's okay. We can mulch the grass and it'll be fine. Like I said, we may end up digging it up because where it is, it's not ideal. Uh-oh, blocked by an object. That would be our combine. Well, I gotta get this mulcher going here because we've got a lot of fields to mulch. Let's see here. It wants to go this way. We should be able to just kind of do this. The grass is probably going to struggle just because of how bumpy and stuff it is, but we'll let it do its thing. What are you stuck on? Oh, you're stuck on the fence. I've had that issue from time to time. Everything else looks good. You're just stuck on this fence. Alright, are you good now? Good to go around the trees and continue on. You're at 46% already. You are not going to make it all the way around, are you? Because if we go here... it'll probably be somewhere over here. And we'll have to do something with it. But I'm going to fill up that first bin full, or auger wagon full, whatever you want to do it, chase wagon. And we're going to take it over and we're going to dump it into our bins over there. and we'll see how that auger works out. So I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, I wanted to show you guys this, see if it works out. I just kind of parked the tractor and the cart off the way here. He just filled up. Should make his way over. Yep. He's looking to unload. Oh, buddy. Yep, you can put your auger back out. It's right there. Huh. It must not have been using like proximity or something. It must have done something with the scripting or something like that. But there you go. I'm not touching anything. He's still under course display. He's still an AI. You can see up on the left it says dismiss AI worker. So obviously he's still an AI worker. He's doing his own thing here. Unloading. Should get pretty close to 3/4 full here. Based on the recipe, one load should be plenty to put into the bin for now. And then the rest of it we're going to sell. So yep, he unloaded. He's going to do his thing. He's going to back over where he was. And leave off where he was. So once they start going up and down, I usually park the trailer somewhere in the middle of the rows, kind of going back and forth. I could also, if I wanted to, and I do that sometimes, is I will unload him myself, just kind of manually, just to kind of get things going. But that's nice to just kind of park it and let him do his thing. So that's where I'm at with things. All right, we got like maybe a little bit more than one bin full left to fill up the auger wagon. So like I said before, I'll meet you guys over at the big bin. Well, I can definitely see the path that he's making around the field as he's mulching the field per se. I don't know exactly where the tractor is right now, but definitely leaving his mark. I'm guessing if I remember the map, he's probably up in that top part working his way towards the road, so it's probably going to be a while before we see him. I don't even see him on the map, you know, as a worker. If that stuff matures going into December here, I mean, we are going to be golden. Like, we're going to make a decent amount of cash, definitely get ourselves into cattle, and then I think once we get into cattle, there's no, like, turning back. I think we should be able to make a decent amount of money from milk and stuff like that. But we need to be able to utilize these soybeans here. So I'm hoping, oh that's right, it unloads on that side. We really should get a trailer for our semi, shouldn't we? I feel like that would be a good addition to get, because it would allow us to move stuff around in a much quicker pace. But I should be able to unload into the auger. Like so. This guy is gotta get started. And this guy. Is that all we had to do? There we go. Now it's filling. We should be able to go over here and see. Yep, she's filling up with grain, with soybeans. Sweet. Might have to utilize these more. Like I wouldn't mind a big grain bin. I wouldn't mind putting a big, couple more of those big old wind turbines in too. They make a decent amount of cash, it's just they cost a lot to put in. Because what are they to put in? I'm curious now. Production generators. Oh yeah, we put probably one of those guys in. So we need over $1 million to make that work. Which it worked great and all. Let's shut that guy off. The auger works great. We now have 43,000 units stored away, which is more than plenty to get us into cattle, because our feed rations should not be that much. We'll probably carry some of that soybeans over and put it in the shed over there. The one with the different like stalls and stuff like that. We might have to do that with CCM as well. We'll have to see. We'll just kind of have to figure out things as we go here, because that's what it's going to come down to, you know. Figuring out what works best and get ourselves a big cattle operation. We've got a lot of barns to fill here. But I think we're going to be filling our first barn sooner rather than later. At least that's the hope. But I'm going to keep taking soybeans off, and we'll see how much money we can make in this process. I'll bring you guys back for the next bin full, because I'm curious just how much one auger wagon here full, 43,000 units pays out, because, you know, corn was like 33,000 or something, so it was less than 1,000 units, or less than $1 per unit basically. But I'm guessing soybeans is going to be more than that, and I haven't actually looked at the pricing. I probably could probably figure it out, right? So corn, we've got, look at that, stored. So it's like 900 units. These guys, 2,000. So over twice that. So we're gonna get like 66, almost $70,000 per auger wagon. So that's gonna be pretty awesome if we can get this squared away and get a couple wagons worth. Which I think we will, as long as things mature. So we'll see what happens. Alright, let's see here. This is the real test. It seems like it's got a lot more power since I actually repaired the vehicle. Before coming up this hill, I could go maybe 4 miles an hour. There you go, get up in the power band. Maybe it's a little better. It's a few miles an hour more, right? Yeah, 5. Oh, I thought for sure I was going to hit 4. But this is our first load that we're going to sell. What was I guessing? A little more than twice as much? We were running like 33 before. So this should put us well over 300,000. There's a part of me that thinks I should just buy myself a semi-trailer. Be done and over with it. But where's the fun in that? Then we can't do stuff like this, right? Oh, it is that one. Interesting. Seeing which ones did what. Oh yeah, we're over 300 already. We're at 240. So that's 80,000 right there. 85,000. Oh yeah, we gotta put the auger down, otherwise we're never gonna get out the doorway. Because the doorway actually has collision. Well, dang, at $85,000, there's probably close to another bin or auger wagon full on that field. I think it's going to come up just a little bit short, but we're still working on that big field. And then we have another field to go. which has at least 1.5 on it, I would say, maybe 2. I mean, could we get to $1 million? Is that possible? Because if it is, we are 100% paying off a good chunk of our one loan to get rid of that loan. Plus getting the animals we need. Might be sitting much better money-wise than I expected. Then the question becomes, well, do we expand on land? But, you know, probably not a good idea because equipment-wise, we're already, you know, pushing things. With the equipment we have, we're going to need bigger equipment to do more stuff, right? This combine's only getting so far. Although I think we could get a bigger header on it. I think we could run a bigger header. By a little bit at least. This guy's still working. I'm going to park out in the middle of the field. Just because it works out pretty well. He just kind of comes to me and unloads on his own. And let's see here. Yeah, it's actually almost full. He's not going to make it all the way down. Just for the heck of it. So if we go under headers, do we have this one? No, we've got a bigger one. This one? Okay, so we got a 28 footer. So we could... So we can't run this one. I know for a fact we can't. It's also a 45 footer. How big are those? 13.7, 13. That's even bigger yet, isn't it? 50. Oh. That's a 50 footer. I know we usually run green, or red, I mean. But it might be kind of fun to run an X9. Just because the X9s are really cool. It's a tracked X9. Be kind of nice if it wasn't tracked. Interesting. So we'd only need, you know, 550,000 plus another 100,000. So we need $650,000 to work with here. Of course, this combine's got to be worth something, right? I mean, we'll look at our garage and harvester, and oh yeah, it's worth 175. So we got like 200,000 to work with, right? So we need 450. So we're almost there. That'd be pretty cool to fit a... Of course, we need the other header too. So we probably need like $500,000. Yeah, we're not doing that anytime soon. We might be able to find another header that would work on this one. But, you know, it is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it. But the rain's coming in tonight. We'll see. I'll have to see if I can finish this. It's coming in 11 o'clock hour. I usually only run till about 10. So I might be able to finish this field. Otherwise, we got this field here, which looking on the size, there's at least 2 binfuls there. And then these are big fields. Like if we get these, there is a lot of soybeans on these fields. I really hope those go. Like if those mature and they're harvestable, we could easily top $1 million. And then that means, you know, this loan, which has got 368,000 left, like that's getting paid off. That's $7,000 a month we don't have to pay for. And then we might make a little bit of a dent on this one. We'll have to see. But cows have to come first, so we'll see how things go. The snow is a-flying. It is officially December. It is early morning on the first day of December here. And yeah, like I said, the snow is flying. On the plus side, look at all this orange here. Looks like things actually matured, so it's time for us to make some money, hopefully. I'm hoping the snow doesn't pile up too quickly. Well, he didn't quite get filled up. So the first thing we need to do here is, oh, harvesting while it rains reduces yield. So we can't do it while it snows. Well then, unfortunately, if we look at the weather forecast, it's supposed to keep snowing all day. Oh, there's like snow every day. This might not turn out well for us. This guy's still plugging away. Still mulching up those corn stalks. I think he's actually got most of what he needs to get done here. Oh yeah, we got this field too. So that'll need it as well. But that'll be all the cornfields mulched then. Well, I guess there's not much I can do other than just kind of wait for the snow to fall and see what happens. Well, it is officially snowy out. Quite snowy out. But the only way we're going to make this work and get this harvest done is to do some harvesting. We've got more snow on the way. I was hoping some of this would melt out. You know, technically, if the snow is short enough that you could get the beans without scooping up the snow, you could combine beans on snow. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it is very possible. Did I leave the lights on? I did. But you can see these guys were sitting right where they were. So there's places that don't have any snow on them. We've got those 3 fields to do, so I don't know if we're going to get this done. I think it has to be done in December. We can actually check that. Figured it might be easier to run down the tracks that the combine ran on before. I don't know. As long as the snow doesn't get too deep, I'm okay with this right now. Alright, let's get this guy up on the road. Head in the right direction. Hopefully not hit a snowbank and get pulled off. Let's see, we want to go here. I guess you could technically harvest into January if we had to, but I guess it's going to be dependent on how much snow we get. So if it keeps snowing and it keeps getting deeper, I think we're going to have to just not do it. But if it doesn't, I'll have to see. This is more snow than I ever saw on our last map, so I think this one is definitely built to be like Wisconsin area snow-wise. Why are there leaves on the trees? There should not be leaves on the trees. It is December. I guess you might have a little bit, but there shouldn't be leaves on the trees. So I'll see how deep this snow goes. I have no idea how long this episode's been. I should probably check on that, but we're just trying to harvest and it's taking a while, unfortunately. So it just keeps snowing and snowing and snowing. Like our previous map, like it snowed a little bit and then it was gone and it melted right away. Like this is snow to stay. This is kind of crazy. So I just want to show you guys the struggle it's been. Um, so I was thinking about it. Generally, if you didn't have enough time, great, make it up the hill. Must be getting slick up here. You could let things winter over, basically, but you lose quite a bit of yield because snow knocks things down, animals go after stuff. Doesn't always work out the best for you. As far as I know how the game works here, once you get out of that season, it's no longer harvestable. So like today was the last day things were harvestable. So, to kind of make up for it, try to make things work out for the best of the ability, I decided to continue combining. I've been combining in the snow, which severely hurts how much your yield is. Like I noticed significantly how poorly the yields were, but I don't know, I think it's a fair trade-off, and we've learned that we need to make sure we have our stuff planted early enough because winter comes and kicks our butt. No, apparently it's just unloading on its own. Interesting. Just like there is no way I'm going to be able to get this up into that shed, put it away at all for the winter. It's just going to have to stay put. Give you an idea here, I mean, got a decent amount. 210 stored there. So basically the bin's going to be roughly half full. So I believe the bins are about 450,000 bushel unit bins. So I got one bin that's basically half full. I don't think there's anywhere that actually shows that other than, yeah, 226. So it could be half of 450. Something like that. But I'm gonna put this away. The combine's put away already. It actually looks like it's gonna stop snowing. There's a cloud showing up in the weather up there. So apparently after all this is said and done overnight, it's gonna stop snowing. Whoops. I guess my cruise control was set pretty low there. But as far as snow goes, yeah, so 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., but look at February's all snow. March, oh, it switches to rain. So I have a feeling we're going to have to sit through February and wait for the snow to finish, and then once March hits and the snow starts going away, we can start working the ground again. Because we got a lot of grounds to dig, and we got lime. I would like to spread lime on all the fields and get all that stuff updated so that the yields are much better. I'd like to try to get fertilizer going this year, just so we get better yields, a bit more money at the end of the year. At least that's the hope. And we got to get cows, but that's all going to have to wait for the springtime here. Because when it comes down to it, I really don't want to deal with trying to drive through the snow. I mean, you see how difficult this is? Fill this back up with fuel. I just bought some diesel. By the way, I'm actually making money on, or per month now, I noticed. And I think it's because all of our production stuff here shut down. Like all of our production items are finished. Although I guess I could process more, couldn't I? Oh, it didn't finish processing yet, but I kind of shut things down. Honestly, we got the money. Oh, no, it is running. I could deactivate it. I don't know. And here I thought I deactivated it and it was making money. Maybe I was making money a different way. Put some DEF fluid in there. So this tractor's all ready to go when springtime hits. We've got 46 hours on this guy. If I remember correctly, this one was bought brand new. This was brand new. Our combine has 17 hours we put on it. It's pretty good. Got some seed there. This guy's got 90 hours, but that was like that before. What I do want to do though, I do want to pay this. Let's see here. Let's say if we cut it down to like 6 months left, that'd be like 42,000. Or do we just cut it? Let's just pay it off. 355,948. So that one's been paid off. Oh, it actually still tracks it. That's interesting. So that's $7,000 a month more that we should get back, right? We still got 300,000, plus we've got quite a bit of soybeans that we can sell over there. There's probably at least another, I don't know, what was I figuring? I was getting 2,000 per, so it was like 2 to 1. So if we've got 450, 500,000 over there. That's a pretty good amount. Plus we've got the wheat that's going to be available to us that we're going to have to harvest, and also the straw that we're going to sell, because I don't think we're going to use straw right away. So basically we've got a lot of cash to work with here as we go into cattle. But it is snowing like crazy. There's a part of me that wants to oh look, the bale's gone. There's a little bit of CCM here because I couldn't figure out how to feed that properly. I want to see. Put the tailgate up. Is this thing even drivable in the snow? Actually, it does pretty good. Trying to do donuts in the snow. It's not working. Alright, it's struggling. Alright. With that, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm going to enjoy the snow, or try to. I think we're going to put this in the shed, just so it's in here. And it's basically going to be a very long February of sleeping through the days, and then when the snow comes back, or the snow disappears, when March hits and the snow starts disappearing and we can get back in the fields, that is when I will see you guys in the next episode. So thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, as always, take it easy.